Welcome to Legends of the Apocalypse. Campaign's going to be taking place in generally the Sore Coast. There are potential for other planes and other areas that you could travel to throughout your travels. But as of right now, that is the main area where you guys are all meeting. So I want everybody to go through and give me names of their characters, a little bit of a short blurb backstory, and who they're connected to, and what their or how they got to be meeting up with the guild. So we'll start with Free.
Free's just cursing the fact that he's on the far left side. He's also
We'll be in the first one. All right, we'll start with Beryl then, and then we'll go back to Free.
Hey, why are we skipping Free?
Because he's currently AFK, and I don't want to sit here for 20 minutes waiting for him to come back.
Well, what if I want to sit here for 20 minutes for him to come back and hear his backstory?
All right, Derpy, you're
my
up.
dog's.
Oh, hey, look, he returned. I stole perfectly for him. Hell yeah.
Sorry, my dog just went absolute apeshit. I had to run off and fix that.
You're good. I stalled for you.
Yeah, you
What
didn't
did I
change
miss?
your ready check. You missed your intro. Basically, we want everybody to explain their, basically describe their character, give like basic point form details about your character, a little bit of a personality background, their basic backstory, and how they came to meet up with the party to meet up at the guild.
Oh my god.
This is a lot of pressure right now because all of a sudden Brome just went live and was like ready to.
He went live with his obsidian.
Yeah, I know. Ready to type.
Yeah, he's ready to take notes
Oh
on
my God.
everything that you're about to say.
Oh, great.
Look, I'm just gonna point this right out. I have put more effort into this character than I have anyone else, and that's including Mordecai. Mordecai was just a single word for his backstory.
Fuego.
Chaos. Chaos. Fuck you.
I don't know. With how often that word was thrown around, it was used more
Hey,
often
if
than
you
chaos.
recall, he used to be an agent of Cthulhu, and he was trying to spread the good word. You remember that? That was a cringy time to live. That was a cringy time as well. My guy is Bulgrin Craghammer. He is dwarven nobility, although he doesn't act like it because it's not his vibe. He wouldn't really have shared much about like the details of his like past, aside from he probably wouldn't have even told you he's a noble. That'd probably come from someone else in the parties explaining that when he's not looking.
Yeah, potentially.
He
Dermot.
just, yeah, exactly. Potentially, there's at least a 95% chance it was him, and 5% chance that nobody told you. You just know because that's how it works.
Yeah.
He's a noble, but he doesn't act like it. He doesn't pass it off. The only thing that he has on him that really betrays that is he has a signet ring with his clan house on it. Aside from that, he's the kind of guy to go gruff and tough, get right into the nitty gritty. Smith by trade, so he doesn't know how to heal as much, but anybody who has been healed by him, he's muttered to himself, "I know how to fix leather armor." It's the same principle, I guess, as he attempts to try and sew you back up. So if I have healed anybody,
armor of the bone mech, right?
yeah, it's the same principle, right? You know, I mean, you're going to a veterinary clinic to get yourself some medical assistance. Is what you're doing with this guy. You know what I mean? It'll work, but
It's a little sketchy.
yeah, like you gotta pay extra for that, you know. But yeah, but
He
aside
pulls out
from
a
that, he
smithing
just
hammer when he goes to try and heal you.
yeah, it's like an automatic reaction, right?
You go there to get your 6th toe taken off, and you might leave with a 7th.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. He does have a prized smithing hammer with the symbol of Moradin, his god, dwarven god of creation. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of him. Aside from that, hammer.
And how did he meet up with the rest of the group, and what's his plans for joining a guild?
Everything I'm going to say might be overwritten by Brome when it gets to his turn, so keep that in mind. Brome and myself were hanging out in Daggerford 10 years, was it, Brome? 10 years? We decide that?
Yes.
Okay, so we're living there for about 10 years, working as a like journeyman apprentice smith, whatever you want to call it. And we're in the need of like materials for a project. Heavy air quotes on that. Anybody asks us about it, we just kind of like change the subject. You know? Yeah, we need some materials that you can only get by like really expensive, so we need to go adventuring for that. So we met up with somebody, we haven't really hammered this out yet, which is the pun, by the way, on like, you know, hey, we should all go and do some jobs together, you know? Insert yourselves into that, whoever you want. And we made our way to Waterdeep, where we took on a assignment. Mostly Balgren said, yeah, sure, why not? Because every guild is the same, you know what I mean? You got work for me? Sure, okay, yeah, I'll wear your flag, whatever. So.
All right, and Beryl, you're up.
If I have to. Name's Meriadoc Brandybuck. Everybody calls him Mary because that's just easier.
You can play a Meriadoc.
You call him Meriadoc, may or may not respond to you. They may or may not look like you're an idiot. Anywho.
That's fair. At least I'm taller than you.
I mean, hey, I don't need to be tall enough to reach kidneys. That's all I'm saying.
He's not wrong.
Thanks for it.
He's at the perfect kidney stealing height.
Might not be able to stab you in the throat. Them kidneys, though, they're ripe for the picking, brother.
Absolutely.
They are face to... Yeah, I can get them. He comes from a wandering halfling tribe that they have a motto. If you fall behind or can't be found upon migration day, you're just left behind. And, well, he had a nice comfy nap in a really tall tree and no one could find him. And then he woke up and everyone was gone. And he's just wandering the road since.
Oh God.
I found out how to show portrait.
God damn it.
Yeah. He always had his favorite pipe and his favorite hat. Never let him down.
You didn't
Making
show
him look
mine.
stylish and keeping him on the straight and narrow. In his travels of wandering the land, he met Arathorn out in the wild wastelands. Ranger extraordinaire. I'm sure he'll tell you more about himself when he gets there.
Thank you.
So, let me get this straight.
Mm-hmm.
We literally just have 2 Lord of the Ring characters.
Mm-hmm. Mine's a
If you want to
mock-up.
just pan back to me for a second, my name is Gimli.
Mine, though, is a mock-up of Mary from the trilogy and the halfling, the hobbits in Rings of Power.
I'm sorry, the what in Rings of Power?
But you know,
The Harfoots, not the Hobbits?
they're hobbits. They're
So
called
did,
Harfoots.
so did you
I was
change
gonna
your backstory after the last time you told me about it then, Beryl? Because you were saying
Not
you were
basically
traveling
the
with a
same.
party before and that's how you got the item that you
Yeah,
have. Your
they were like,
possession.
"Hey, we need help. We need someone small getting into places." And I was like, "I got nothing better to do. Sure, let's give that a shot." And well,
Are you sure it's not Bilbo?
one very big cave-in later, getting separated from them, I found a nifty little trinket that seems to make me stealth really well. So
Oh my God. Fuck off.
Like I said, are
Did
you
you have
sure
to
you're
do it
a game
guy
about
in-
Bilbo?
Did you get a guy in a game of riddles to do it?
no, it was a game of tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe, Rochambeau.
It was tic-tac-toe 4 in a row. He was very confused.
All right,
Yeah.
and what's your
Yeah.
reasoning for wanting to join the guild?
Work?
All right. Simple enough.
Need money to put a roof over my head somewhere. And these guys seem like they know where they're going and what they're doing.
Oh, you fucked up already, sure.
All right. Derpy,
Feel
you're
left
up.
out now.
All right. Baha the turtle.
Oh, blast.
Baha the turtle had innate magical abilities as a young turtle that drew the attention of the gladiator rings, and he was taken and put into gladiatorial combat, and through an alliance made with a young human, he was able to escape and is now on search of the next fame and glory after gladiatorial combat, which is adventuring. Carrying around his trusty red and white orb, he is ready for a new adventure.
Awesome. So how did you come across this group?
That note we have found, did not plan something of where I met someone before this.
You ran into me and Arathorn on the road. There you go.
Yeah.
There we go, yeah.
Oh, that big turtle guy. Hey, come with us, buddy.
Oh my
Pretty
god.
much.
Jesus Christ.
I showed
We're a merry
special
band.
turtle herbs for the pipe, and Mary let me do it.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's your dealer.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
that C, the C essence.
Get that sea shit. I got you.
Good stuff.
Some good stuff, yeah. Taste the salt air. Smell the ocean.
All right, Rowan, you're up.
Hear the wave.
Dernick, childhood friend to Volgren, sometimes slips up and treats Volgren or refers to him with his noble title, which gets a little bit of scorn back.
Just call him Lord once in a while. My lord.
I ain't no fucking prince, leave it alone.
It just slips out from time to time. They've been friends for like 80 years, and have been traveling back and forth between Waterdeep and Daggerford, where they've been spending most of the last 10 years. And received an invite to the guild along with Volgren, so decided to go with him.
All right. Sorry, I'm waiting for something to load on my end. It's taking for fucking ever. Techie. Oh god, everything froze for me. Come on. There we go. Open up his character sheet. I'm literally trying to import something and it's just taking forever to load.
Yeah, I feel you.
I actually put so much effort in my backstory, it hurts.
I tried to and then realized that I had literally 0 ideas.
That's fair.
Like, I wanted to get some help with it, but you know.
Oh, you can make it up as you go here.
Hmm.
This is where we're basically trying to build everything.
Yeah. So, the character is Connor Brothen, a gold dragonborn. He is a druid that has lived in the mountains with his family until they recently passed away. But one day received a very dark and ominous letter stating things like targets, lots of money, locations, and times. Curious about what this letter might hold, he set off to Daggerford to try and figure out what all of this means, and in the meantime decided to join the Adventurers Guild to, help his search a little bit. A little bit more protection while he's out trying to find out what this letter really means.
All right. And how did you come across the party?
I feel like someone who likes fire will get along with the two, smiths.
Yeah.
Hey man, could you just light this forge for me really quick? That'd be great.
Like how
What's the
What was that?
What'd you say?
I asked, so how were you meeting up with the party exactly?
I figured that he would probably be introduced kind of as he got to the guild. He was just looking for a group to be with, kind of thing, and just so happened to find and get along with the folks here.
That's good.
Kind of a last minute join kind of thing.
Yeah. Speaking of last minute join.
Good segue.
Wish.com
Is
Aragorn.
that
Let's go.
Sean Bean, but with the Aragorn hair? Is that what that picture is? Is
I
that...
looked up Arathorn, and that's what came up. Okay.
Oh my god.
Anyways, my name is Arathorn, son of Erador. As one of the last Dunedain Rangers, just scratch the Dunedain Rangers. That's probably not part of the story. Just a ranger wandering, doing his natural duty of slaying various monsters that just wandering and dire monsters because terrifying monsters be scary, right? He finds Mary just wandering through the forest. He's like, "You alright, young friend?" And I was like,
What the fuck just happened that it zoomed in?
Well,
I didn't even do that. What the fuck happened?
Bro,
That automatically happens when someone types.
Yeah. Go to your core settings, fourth option from the top, pan to token speaker. Turn it off.
Figures why not keep Mary company, keep Mary safe, because why not someone to talk to. He doesn't talk with a lot of people. He's very rough around the edges. And pretty much just like keep Mary company. Yeah. Figured why not join the guild to earn some more money to, do something.
So how'd you meet up with Baja?
Just crossing the road to another part of the forest and sees Baja just walking along it. And I was like, this place is
like you could use
picking me and Mary with the pipe behind a tree.
I like to imagine I mistook him as a rock, and I hopped up on him to start smoking on my pipe, and then he stuck his head. I was like, "Excuse me, sir."
Can I have some?
Can I interest you?
I
Would you like to share?
I can supply, but I need your pipe.
hate all of you.
Then why are you in the party?
Kings and stoners alike.
Good fucking question. Why I'm in this party?
You mean king? That's you, not me.
Well, Arathorn is technically the dad of a king.
I mean, he's technically also part of the lineage. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys were all grouped together as a single group. You had Connor ended up being drafted into your party with you, as it was felt that he would be able to benefit you guys in your ranks. And you were brought forth to the mission dispensary office, where they provided you with your mission briefing, as sent, as they say, directly from Guildmaster Silrajin. Trying to figure out how to be able to give
I
you
would just like
guys
to point
access
out
to this.
I just want to
Can you
point
please make
the
it canon,
mission.
please?
I just want to point out the phrase mission dispensary.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can they have hit the wrong dispensary out of just a miscommunication?
I mean, two of them would obviously at least go in the other direction.
Thank you, bro.
No, Baja and Mary are the only ones that go to the right place. And you guys all end up at the wrong one. And we're just like, what? You guys got what dispensary did you end up at?
They come out, eyes are bright fucking red. What's going on, guys?
God damn it, we got the wrong one.
I like my payment now. I went to dispensary as I was instructed to.
We thought if we snuck away from them, we'd get to the good one. They got the good one.
All right, how do I do this?
A little too late.
Show players. Does everybody have access to seeing that now?
Nothing popped up for me. Oh, there it is.
I showed to all players. Did it actually pop up for you all, though?
Yep.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
All right. So, you guys want to receive that from the secretary, and the secretary hands you one scroll that is rolled up, passes it to whoever receives it, and advises you that your cart is waiting outside the guild office and is ready to go whenever you are ready to leave.
What time like a present?
Yep. All right, let's go.
Who's taking the scroll?
I'll hold on to it. Fuck it.
And
I don't like to carry a lot of things.
as you guys are leaving the mission dispensary, you went to head to your cart. You guys notice that there's a small crowd of people off on the other end of the guild hall area, where there's a Granzois-looking man wearing a bright blue hooded cloak, wearing purple studded leather armor, and drinking a glass of wine, giving cheers to the others in his drinking party with him, who a couple of you would recognize as your guild leader, guildmaster Silragine. And he turns and looks down towards all of you, nods, and then offers up his goblet towards you in the air in the same way that he is in the photo. And I'm hoping that you guys are able to see the photo right now. I'm able to see it myself. So
Good to see the
If it
photo.
pops up for you, it'll pop up for us.
yeah, that was what I was hoping.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, your guildmaster offers you cheers as a way of offering good luck as you're heading out on your travels.
Give him a
There's a nod. And walks out.
a small little salute.
You see an attendant next to your cart with your two horses, with the step ladder for you guys to be able to climb in, and he's currently got a stack of 6 satchels on his on the ground next to him. And as each of you approach, he will hand you each of your wrapped parcels, each also emblazoned and sealed with the guild insignia. So you guys are each going to be getting your guild cloaks, and he looks to you and tells you to make sure that you do not lose these, as they are the way for you to be able to prove who you are and be able to have access to guild tidings in the future.
All right.
I'm already wearing mine.
Just rip it open, toss it on.
Yep, just awesome presents.
And as you throw up your hood, because you're the first one to throw it on, everybody can look towards to Baja, and as he puts up his hood and he affixes and like straightens out the brooch, it starts to glow a little bit, and then all of the cloak material starts to become kind of shimmery and ethereal and start to transfer into the same color as the grass and ground behind him, making him look
That's
almost
fucking weird.
semi-transparent.
Ooh. Invisibility cloaks.
Familiar.
Okay.
Not as cool as the ring.
I know.
What ring?
What ring?
What?
Nobody said anything about a ring. What are you talking about?
Shh. Don't talk about the ring here.
This guy in an absolute black cloak just walks by and goes, "What?"
Just hisses
The,
at all
the
of
king, all hail the king. Good sir.
All right. So the attendant then, after delivering all of your things, offers his hands towards the cart and says, "Yeah, on behalf of Guild Kalincho, this is your cart. Be sure to protect it, as it's the only one you get, and we wish for your safe return. May your journey be fleet of wing, and your strike be quick as a dragon's claw." And then he just puts one fist across his chest, bows towards all of you, and then heads back towards the mission dispensary.
Anybody else hear anything about a dragon?
As he's leaving, I gesture similar motion to him.
So, which way are we supposed to go? They didn't point us in a direction. They told us what we saw in that letter, but what direction should we walk?
And a goblin
going to the
settlement in the Great
settlement
Peaks.
What did he tell me about the scroll?
I don't know, do we have a map? I know we
Goblin-
see a map here, but we physically have a.
I would
Did you
imagine.
ask
that
a
we
question
have
for you, sorry?
a map.
Did he tell me what this scroll is about?
They said that it is your mission briefing, and to make sure that you don't
Oh,
lose it.
perfect. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, I'll check the scroll.
yes.
All right, so you unfurl the scroll, and you are
Great.
fully welcome to read it to your fellow party members.
Good talk. This map didn't load for me. Refreshing quick.
Yes. Tasked with a reconnaissance mission in the Goblin settlement in the Great Peaks. Where the fuck are the Great Peaks?
Hey, Free, I don't know how to stealth.
Fuck
Oh.
you.
You.
Here's the best part is that I can see all the shit that Parm's added to the map, but I can't see the map itself.
Okay. Did I fuck something up? Because I can see it on
No,
my character.
Oh. It is. God damn it.
Yeah, Grey Peak
Move
Mountains,
it,
right next to the Goblin Cave.
Yeah, I was gonna move it to highlight it, but misplaced it slightly.
You should be able to grab it and move it.
And the game.
Parm, I just want to point out, this wasn't me dodging out or reading the fucking letter. If you look at my stream, I can't see shit.
Can you
my
see the
God.
letter at least?
No, but I can open that.
Okay.
You can
I
see
showed
the
to everyone.
highlights.
But like, yeah, it's all just gray.
Parm,
Hello.
in the players list, right click on free, and you can send him to a different maps. Just send him to the title splash, and then pull him back.
Was it pull to scene?
Pull to scene, yeah.
I'm guessing
Oh,
I
you might
have to switch to
the
title flash and then pull him.
Who the fuck's blinking this giant pink beacon? Oh,
It's pink
Hi.
and sticky.
Of course, it's me. I'm the one with all of the aggressively pink stuff.
that's fair.
know
It didn't
why?
fix it, but that being said, I know what the map looks like because A, I can see it on the stream, and B, I know this map better than anybody. I know what the great peaks are. Even without the fucking map, yeah, I've studied this damn thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
All right. So
are those rivers?
are what rivers?
Don't
These
you
rivers
talk to me
are-
about rivers on a map. Don't you fucking talk to me about rivers.
I mean, I see a river that takes us straight to the Grey Peak Mountain.
Yeah, does
Yeah,
the
that river
Delamere
has a
River
road.
have a...
It has a
road?
road running parallel to it the entire way there.
Perfect.
Well, that's awfully convenient.
Yep.
So, travel to Daggerford, then up Daggerford through the Delimbeer River.
Yep.
Sounds about right. We can make a stop over by Secomber.
Well, first things first, your the guy with the mission briefing should probably let you know what you guys are doing. So Bulgrin, you're up.
I can read it out.
Did he? I didn't even hear him say anything. I thought he was muttering, just reading to himself. I didn't hear him reading it out loud.
To be fair, Techie did read to themselves out loud.
A few times.
A few times, all of the time.
To be fair, I was also preoccupied
Yes.
with trying to fix Free's issue, so I didn't hear.
Well, we've got this reconnaissance mission in a goblin settlement somewhere in the Great Peaks. Terrible place, by the way. Their iron is not that good. We gotta find the source of the conflict and figure out what's going on.
All right, quick and to
If
the
we
point.
just murder everything, then we'll be dealing with the problem.
Exactly.
It's almost like Free left out a very big point of that mission briefing and didn't
As
tell
we-
people about it.
As we all go like, yeah, okay, cool. And then we go to step to walk away and I go, wait a minute.
Wait, I missed a spot here.
You see, it's a scroll. So it was like rolled up. I only pulled it down like 3 inches. I actually like pull it a little more and go, sorry, there is actually a little thing here. So yeah, there is actually, it's a recon mission. They said don't fuck shit up.
Unless we get attacked first.
It
right?
does say that. It does say we're allowed to protect
All
ourselves.
right.
So we are here to
First.
get information.
Yeah.
We're here to get information. We're not
Yeah.
going to try and raid them.
No, we're supposed to figure out what the fuck's going on. And not
Die.
kill shit.
Or die.
Unless
Preferentially.
Well, that was always on the list.
Not challenge those one dudes that I totally don't remember about that I tried to slam dunk off
Quick
the
question.
shelf.
Does anybody here have hold person? I would like an axe.
Fuck you, Free.
Free,
fucking
I'm here
start
to remind
with
you
me.
that we are currently level 1.
I'm here to remind you that I'm a fuckboy. I'm just trying to piss off
Wrong.
Parm because honestly, let's be honest here, this is my chance to piss off Parm.
Yeah, that's
All
fair.
right, so you guys
Listen, I
make
just
your.
bought a spell scroll of hold person. It's fine.
Beautiful.
All right, so you guys make your way down the path. It takes you about a day or two to make your way to Daggerford. You didn't have really a huge time limit, but you do know that they are on their way there now, so you should probably at least make your way there. Because the last time that they were heard from was they were attacking a goblin or a gnome settlement in Southwood. So they're probably on their way. They've got a little bit of a head start ahead of you, so you got to try and make your way over there. So
Does anybody else find it weird that we know that they're going there?
I mean, that's what
I mean,
it
there's
said.
literally a spot called Goblin Cave on the map. Where else would
That's true.
goblins be?
That's very true.
Mm. Somewhere else.
I think Goblin Cave's a pretty good bet.
Look, all I know is that there's this road that doesn't exist for me because, well, yeah, it's just a gray map. So I'll have to defer to you guys.
There's a we're
Free
gonna
just
follow
fa-
the road.
Free
along the river.
failed his survival check, so he doesn't know how to read.
Yeah,
the
I'm not
maps.
grabbing this fucking card. I am like in the back. I got a little book I'm reading on like,
We're
you
just
know,
like, just
how to-
look out the window. You can see the road.
what is it like Smith's R Us or something like that? You know, it's like a little magazine that I'm reading.
All right, so
Today
you guys,
Weekly, but it's like Smith's Weekly.
you guys after a
You're
couple
looking at
days.
centerfold.
Oh yeah, absolutely. A fucking beautiful set of plate armor.
Sitting on a pristine anvil that costs
Yeah.
3,500 gold. That is like your dream anvil.
But it's like
It's
like those
on the
like
side.
video games where like female armor is really skimpy.
Yeah.
Skimpy plate armor.
I just like the idea of like a forged dwarf just like with a like in a pinup on the sand.
Oh, it's this like super hot, sexy like dwarf woman, but she has a huge beard.
Yeah. And then there's a second
Dwarf
photo that's literally just a human woman wearing a belt of dwarvenkin, just with a long beard.
Still has a beard.
The beard is mandatory. If you
Yeah.
don't have the beard,
Mandatory.
like you're doing it wrong.
Beard Weekly. I also have a beard weekly on how to,
Oh
how
my
to take care of your beard. You know, like
It just has a bunch of like
That's
advertisements
description.
for like a bunch of like grooming products.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Beard oils and shit. Yeah.
All right, so after a couple days, you guys arrive at Daggerford, and are kindly welcomed by your forge mates. Basically asking,
Which I did not
what...
make any names for him.
Yep, that's why I just generically named them off. They invite you in and just invite you in for dinner and bunk for the night, and basically just ask you what you doing. Like, wait, where are you going? Last we heard, you were just heading over to Waterdeep because you were getting called.
Why? Mind your own fucking business.
Well, we'd like to make sure that you're not getting yourself killed. You kind of run the whole smith here.
Yeah.
I mean, you
just
pay
don't
my
kill me?
paycheck. If you die, then I don't get paid.
Guild business.
Well, do better.
See, this is why I slack off. I mean, what?
Hey, just think, if he dies, there's a power vacuum. You can replace it.
Exactly.
Great idea.
Come on, think
great
outside
idea.
the box. I mean, it's just
And
Bulgrin, you need to hire more innovative work. This guy
I'm not
just
the fucking boss here. What are you talking about? I'm just the guy, man. What are you talking about? I don't know what
He
you
said
mean.
you ran this forge.
Yeah, I'm like the guy who's like good enough that I run the forge. Me and Dernick are like too good for it. So like if we ever
So
quit,
you can kick that. You can kick this guy out. He's not innovative enough for you.
No, he doesn't
But I could
actually
probably
have
not.
power. He's just good enough that he's better than everybody here.
Like
Wait,
I'm the
what
guy who
means
walks up to
he
the
has
boss
power?
and says,
He
When
"I'm
you're
gonna
the best,
leave if you don't
have
fire
power.
Billy."
You
I
don't
just kinda-
understand. Everyone else just pumps the bellows for us.
I just kind of lean over to like Baja, Arizona, like, what the hell are they going on about?
Like
I'm just
I
starting
look
to
at the
pop
boss
this
and be like, "Fire Billy or I'll walk," and he'll be like, "All right, see you, Billy."
See you later, Billy.
Later, Billy. All right, now that we got that guy fired,
Out of
let's continue our
alignment
mission.
with the raid coming on in. Welcome on in, guys. Hope you guys had an awesome stream. Welcome
Don't
to
you fucking assume my alignment?
welcome to Farm DMs, the rerun.
We're all gonna die out here.
Yeah, we're all gonna laugh at you.
How did
You're
Kenny
all
get
going to die, Dad.
points from the jump catch game?
What?
Kenny got points from the jump catch game, but like they're literally not on screen and Kenny's not in chat.
Yeah, it's because the app is still open, but I haven't closed it yet, and I don't have it on the screen because it's a little bit much. Also, I noticed that why is something broke? Give me a second. I noticed that the PNG tuber stuff broke. Gotta refresh it. I thought it was
Oh,
on the overlay. I was wondering why it was so empty where I normally have the chat there. There we go. I fixed it. I just had to hit the refresh button.
Oh, aren't we?
What's that?
We're using spell points, so why is my
Are we using spell points? That's not
Should
how
be.
we're
using spell points?
It was. I
thought
figured it was
we
just
were.
assumed that we were running spell points. I even activated the
that
spell
was not
points variant.
discussed.
Yeah, you cannot assume that, friend.
I mean, when I set up the thing, Brome even showed me how to activate spell points.
I mean, and also in the group chat, it was in the message. That
Yeah, we
spell
did talk about spell points.
Yeah, 8 spell points.
So I actually did even set up the spell points attribute, but like I have no recollection of it.
We had this conversation at the pseudo session,
The
Zero.
problem is that the I don't think the module's working.
Yeah, the
No, the
module is
module
just
isn't.
always broken. So you should just add a resource, and then you have to manually track it.
Yeah, just do
At
it
least
manually.
until it fixes. It's almost like we're playing a pen and paper RPG.
Do some math.
That's what the module's for, though.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but blame Brome. He chose this one, and it's broken.
Aggressively anger techie by Tom.
Anyways,
I got confused because I'm like, hey, look at this spell point attribute that I have in my fucking.
All right.
fucking love.
So after you guys get all set up with your bunks at the hostel next to the forge, you got a nice wave of heat every once in a while as the bellows are pumped. You guys are offered a hefty, hearty meal of meat and gravy and potatoes.
The real trick is to put some iron shavings in it. Builds character.
Hello?
Don't actually
I
do that.
had
He's
real
always
food
on the
or
toilet.
I'm already like putting shavings in mine. I just shrugged and I eat
He's like a
anyway.
bowl of
I'm just
Instead
gonna,
of
like,
frosted flakes, it's
quietly
iron
ignore it.
flakes.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna quietly ignore it and just like. Oh my.
Yeah, it's a nice, delicious meal. A very hearty gravy from, and the meat is actually local sourced venison from the nearby forest.
How are you doing, Mary?
burger key component.
What was
You
that?
asked for
Fruit?
this.
The potatoes are key components. How are the potatoes?
They're nice and creamy. They're actually made aligot, so it's a nice cheesy, almost like a cheese sauce. Super thinly blended potatoes with a nice cheddar and mozzarella cheese sauce mixed throughout it.
How tender is this venison? Goddamn.
It was slow roasted for the entire day in the smoker that you notice is set up next to the forge.
We don't really waste byproduct here.
Yeah, because here's the thing, like, I've actually had venison. Shit's tough, okay?
Yep. That's why
Yeah, it sure is.
slow cooked venison jerky is actually fucking amazing. It like falls apart when you pull it.
Fuck you, farm.
What? Did I make you hungry?
Where's my beef jerky?
Yo, what the hell? I'm hungry.
Can I have some beef jerky? It's not gonna be as good, but you know.
Yeah, now I'm hungry.
All right. So after you guys have your meal, you all feel nice and stuffed. Head up to your room. You just feel the waves of heat start to die off as the evening goes. You look outside and you just see a couple dwarves, a halfling, and a couple humans tending to the forge flame to keep it running, but not enough that it needs to be super top flame. Just basically making it so they don't have to restart it in the morning, just keeping it running. And as you guys awaken in the morning, you all are greeted at your cart with an armload of rations. You're provided with an extra 10 rations from leftovers from the night, or 12 rations of leftovers from the night before that you guys are given as a pass on as you guys leave. And you're also told that if you're heading to the Grey Peak Mountains, it'll take you about a week's travel non-stop on the way there. And as of right now, the reports have reported back that the roads look pretty fairly safe, and there hasn't been any highwaymen along the way within the past month.
Everthorn isn't gonna trust that and still keep a very wary eye on the surrounding forests as they go through.
Sounds good. First thing you pass through, you're going to start by passing through a small little mountain range between the mountains and tundra, with surrounding forest on either side, and you're going to be making your way up through there, being extremely wary, keeping your eyes on either side of the road. But everything seems all clear. Doesn't seem like there's anything going on. Once in a while, you see a couple deer hopping across the path in front of you. But nothing out of the ordinary, and it seems pretty safe. But then from there, the next day, you'll be making your way beyond the Comber and passing through. It's just a small little hamlet town that nobody really pays you mind as you're coasting through town and heading out the other side. A couple people look up to you and give you a smile and a wave as you're traveling by, but that's about all you really have there. And you decide to set up camp for the night at the crossroads of the river, where up the river to the north you start to notice a little bit of a glowing light that seems to be traveling towards you, and then it just kind of fades away. You all kind of keep watch and keep your normal watches for the night, but nothing really seems to come of anything. So you're all kind of on a bit of alert, confused as to what had happened the night before, but nothing's missing. You go over all your supplies, everything seems to be in check, and kind of just pass it off that maybe your eyes were playing tricks on you. Maybe it was a firefly coming down the river that just happened to fizzle out. Not quite sure what it was, but didn't seem to mean you any harm. So then you
I hand the pipe back to Beryl and just say, I'm gonna abstain for a little bit.
take off a couple days.
That sea stuff hit you.
It's starting to hit me really bad, man. I'm starting to see shit.
Don't worry. It gets everybody that way at first. You get used to it after a while. If you do it more and more. But I got you, man.
And then you do it enough and you unlock your magical abilities. That's what happened to me.
You unlock magical abilities? Well, I once thought I was flying, and then I kind of hit the ground really hard, and it turned. I wasn't flying; I was falling.
Yeah, no. Sometimes I do random spells, but then I don't seem to remember those spells.
It sounds like you need to run a wild magic, or is that what you are running? Are you a wild magic wizard?
No, I did take that hat that allows me any cantrip. So,
goddamn,
that's technically what I'm referencing here.
All right, so you guys are gonna continue up the path. What happened? What did it click here?
Parm, I'm here to inform you that there is no such thing as a wild magical wizard.
Okay, that's nice.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah, it's not that attitude. So as you guys make your way up the road, you hit to about here, and you notice on the other side of the river, there's what seems to be like a small town that looks like it's currently under construction, that doesn't actually even have a spot on the map right now. But looks like they've got quite a few of the houses complete, and there's just like a bunch of guys just wearing pants with suspenders, just walking around setting up boards to fence up the outskirts of the town. And you guys just kind of watch them for a couple minutes as you're drifting by, just lazily making your way up the path.
Is there a sign that has been built naming the town?
There looks like there's half of a sign that has been posted over the archway of the main entry of the town with the letters SWI on it. But that's all you see right now, as they haven't actually completed the archway itself yet.
I was hoping.
I'm just sussed at this town because I was listening to Rip and Tear while I was there. I had to turn this off.
Barrel.
Not a good time.
All right, I am trying to move the cart, but it is underneath of a token, and I can't move it, so I have to. Oh, that is not where I wanted it.
Oh, you were really off course there.
Yeah. Free decided to go drifting again.
Oh shit!
We all took too many hits of my pipe.
Yeah. All right.
Technically, this is impaired driving. I'm just saying.
So as you guys make it up to the next fork in the road or fork in the river that has a bisected bridge, so it's basically it goes in both directions, so you can either go to the east or the south. You guys make camp just outside. There's a campfire and a couple of pitched like pseudo pitch tents on the side of the road that it looks like a couple people have basically stopped and rested there. It's like a standard rest way. And you guys decide to stop there for the night. You notice down to the southwest during the night that the river is flowing a little bit harder than what you expected, and a few rocks go tumbling and splashing down the river as you're doing your night watch. Who would be taking the second watch specifically of the night?
Sure.
Can I get you to roll me a perception check?
If I had my character sheet open, I would. Give me a second.
Yeah, the reason I didn't get you to roll the first time was because the thing that was there rolled a nat 1, by the way. So I was like, yeah, you guys just see it. Nobody has to roll. It kind of fucked up.
What,
All right.
what do my dwarf eyes see?
All right, so as you are sitting there tending to the fire, playing with your hammer and your pliers, just melting a couple pieces of metal from your tin cans, just messing around, creating a small little shiv dagger. You look down the river and you see a couple little things bobbing in the water. One of them seems to be glowing a little bit, but as soon as you notice it, it just seems to dip beneath the waves, and you see a small little glowing patch start flowing down the river away from you again. And soon it's just completely out of sight.
I have to talk to that man about this shit. 'Cause just pop.
And can I get a perception check from whoever's on third watch for the night? Final watch.
I would wake up fucking Durnick against his will.
100% was expecting that.
Honestly, surprised the two of you weren't up together.
No.
I'm not very perceptive.
You were still very tired.
Yeah, you're.
I don't even care if he's on watch. I'm just gonna wake him up as I go to bed.
You kind of roll yourself out of bed. You wander out. You sit on the log next to the fire. You start poking it with your stick. You notice on the ground next to it is a small little tin can metal shiv that was kind of just created and tossed on the ground there. And the longer you sit and you watch the fire, the dancing flames kind of just become prancing. And then you slowly feel your eyes getting heavy. And you start to doze off. And then a couple hours later, you are awoken by it smells almost like a skunk rolling through. Not quite where it's coming, where exactly it's coming from. It seems to be coming from towards Mary's tent's direction, but you're not 100% sure. But you end up falling back to sleep again, and awaken at first sun to Bulgrin shaking you awake.
The fuck did you fall asleep? Oh, goddamn watch.
I'm gonna blame the pipe.
That's fair. Okay.
Everyone's blaming the pipe.
I just take the pipe and I go and I just put it underneath Mary's pillow. Like, all right, phone's cut off for at least the next day because that's just not alright.
Do you mention what you saw to the party at all, or are you just gonna keep it to yourself at this point?
He's talking to you, Free.
Yeah.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you were the one that saw the thing out in the river.
And was it like the same glowiness as the other stuff?
It wasn't quite as glowy this time. It looked like it kind of was self-aware a little bit more, but it did give off the same kind of like yellowish green glow when you happen to notice it in the water. You had to double take because it almost looked like, you know, that look when you're looking at water at night and there's the moon in the sky, that reflective of the moon in the water, kind of like it kind of looked like the moon. You had to double take, and then it just kind of dropped below the waves. If it had stayed above the waves, you probably wouldn't have thought twice about what it was.
I'm gonna go up to Connor and just be like, "Hey, you're a guy who knows nature and shit, right?
Yeah.
You ever heard of fish that glow?"
And this is like where I just think back. I'm not sure. Let me think for a second. Would I recognize anything?
Give me a second here. I will get you to either roll me a nature or a history check for me.
I'm throwing that one. Well,
you feel like you remember something, but you can't. It's like on the tip of your tongue. You can like see it in your head, but you can't remember what it's called or exactly like what it is or how it exists. You can kind of see it in your head, and you try to describe it to Bulgrin, and he's just kind of looking at you like, I mean, that's kind of what I just described to you.
Yeah, like I gave you all the information I already had. Aside from the fact that there was a different one that was flying, so does that change you at all, or are you just gonna regurgitate the same shit as me again?
I just kind of do a double take. Like, I don't think I've heard of them flying.
Oh, and I'm the crazy one. Okay, sounds good.
I didn't say anything.
Arathorn's just gonna enter and say, "Are we heading out?" Or
I guess no point to
I
linger
don't
at this point.
Mary, you're fucking asshole. We're all cut off. 24-hour ban.
What?
also notice that
You're seeing glowing flying fish. It's not
while you
okay.
guys are having this conversation.
You seeing glowing flying fish?
Yeah, your shit's potent.
Man, you're just weak, man.
That was the sea stuff, so that does track.
I've been smoking a lot of stuff in my day, and I ain't seen a flying glowing
You
fish.
seen so glowing flying fish? I didn't think so. Therefore, it's gotta be fucking weird, man.
I mean, I am a fish-like creature that I have glow on me. Are you
You're
saying there's something wrong with
You sure you didn't see the turtle?
Yeah,
glowing?
did you just look at me?
Were you
I
skinny
know
dipping
I
in the river
snore
at
at
night?
night. I mean,
Were you skinny dipping?
I've been known to sleep swim in my time.
Did you leave the shell behind?
I don't normally do that. You know, those are only very unique circumstances.
Right. Well, we're gonna tie you down tonight because that was fucked up.
I mean, normally you take me to dinner first, but okay.
I throw him a ration back.
There you go. There's your dinner. All right, so you guys look up in the morning after having your breakfast. Make sure you knock off or I don't know if you guys added those extra rations that you were given at Daggerford or not. Those are basically going to be the rations you use on your trip. You're able to make them last. They were basically 3 days worth of ration each, and you each got 2 of them. You basically had a week's worth of rations with the meat and potatoes that they provided to you, as well as some venison jerky as well for snacks on the road. But as you awake in the morning to your pan-fried mashed potatoes, you look up towards the mountains as you see Gray Peak Mountains just before you, and you feel like you're probably about a day's trek out. Who is it that is currently manning the driver's seat and helping pull the horses?
Arathorn was probably, well, he was pushing everyone to leave this morning, so he's probably the one driving.
I don't do animals. That's not my thing.
I mean, it's legal in a couple states.
Okay, you don't do animals, but you do halflings.
Okay.
Just what?
I don't.
Glad that this is where the boundaries are.
All right, Arathorn, I would like an animal handling check. And then whoever else is sitting and helping direct where you guys are going, I would like a survival check.
And this is public or
Yep.
private?
Public.
There's a fact I could do that too, but
All right. So as you guys are traveling up the path, Baja's keeping an eye on the map, letting Arathorn know where to go as you approach the... God damn it, I keep accidentally clicking on the wrong fucking... Keep clicking on not Foundry. You make your way up to the base of the mountain, and as you approach Baja, you look ahead and you see what look like a lot of downtrodden footprints, as well as some a couple sets of tire treads ahead of you.
Yeah, I think we're on the right track, guys. Looks like they went up this way.
Look at this fucking high-tech tire shit they got there.
Yeah, what
Just
the
got
hell is
wheels,
what is
man.
those marks? Those look weird. I ain't ever seen wheel marks like that.
These fucking goblins roll up to us in an F-150.
Wheel.
Farm is changing that right now.
An F-150 with like a lift kit on it and truck nuts.
Oh, and smokestacks in the back for sure.
All right.
Flag on the back.
They got small dicks.
And when they blow the
They're
horn,
like, I see a lot of
and when they blow the
Sure
horn, it's the
do.
General Lee horn.
Yeah.
We have a
They made
nickname
those.
for those.
If you guys would like to, one of you can hop off and examine the tracks to see if they're their age or what they are. But if not, you guys can just press on up the hill.
I give a
Knowing
little
that
push to our ranger friend and be like, that's your fucking thing.
Alright, I guess I can do it now.
all right, I'll get a survival check from you.
Alright. Let's see how it goes. That was almost a 90.
It looks like the wheels for their cart are spiked. For some reason, you have no idea why. It kind of makes you reel back a little bit, and then you just notice that no, it looked like there was just a rock wedged into one of the tires, and it just kept making a print in the tire trail on the way up the hill.
Oh.
The footprints look like it's whatever is pulling the carts, but you can't tell exactly what it is because a couple of the tracks are kind of muddied over. It looks like they were probably through here within the last hour or two.
These look pretty recent, but whatever made these holes, I think it's a rock. Probably nothing to worry about.
A rock did it?
Yeah, a rock.
It's always a rock.
What, have you ever seen a rock just in bed?
A weird ass rock.
Wheel? What?
I've never seen a wheel make something like that and tell me it was a rock. You been getting into my secret stash?
Secret snatch?
Like
Nah.
the rock and get it stuck.
Fucking
in the wheel.
Barry's got a fleshlight under his pillow every night that you haven't fucking telling me about.
Direct.
Lonely on these ones.
Hey man, you smell that? It smells like someone's cooking.
Driving and I'm speeding and I'm vigorously mad.
Fucking God, Daryl. And the worst part is that for you, it took so long.
I come.
I have no context, and this is weird now.
Oh my
That's where
God.
I'm at the moment.
All right. If you'd like to roll me a second survival check, you can take a closer look, or you guys can hop on the cart and head up the mountain and follow the path.
I mean, everyone else was pretty convincing that it's not a rock. So,
Well, I was talking about the tracks of the animal pulling in general.
oh,
Is it a rock or is it a cold stone?
I will do the check. I'll check to see if I can recognize it.
Okay, make me a survival check.
yes.
God damn it, dude.
Well, you rolled better. What is this madness? This is
Did you
D&D.
make
Welcome
the
on,
fucking
Anthony.
ranger not have survival? Like,
Yeah, he does
No,
not have
I'm
proficiency
playing
in
through it.
survival.
no, I'm talking about
Wait.
fucking runs. Did he make a
Yeah,
non-survival?
that's what I'm saying. He
That's
doesn't
your
have
thing,
proficiency.
That's your goddamn thing. Love it.
The turtle's just chilling here, like I got proficiency.
So,
I'm good at surviving.
Connor, you kind of look over to Arathor and you're like, see that he's padding around at some tracks that are really muddied up. It looks like he was literally looking for tracks in a mud puddle, basically. So you just look up the path a little bit and you see some pretty fresh looking paths that are actually, the tracks are actually really well done because the water from the mud puddle sunk in the tracks a little better, so you can actually see more details of them. Looking closely, you can tell that they are tracks from an ambush drake.
Huh.
Why
He's
are
a
my
big
hands
puppy.
all wet?
Why are they all wet?
I missed most of that because Beryl sent me a fucked up.
I sent him his contact.
Yeah.
Context.
So what did you miss, Free? I mean,
Oh,
your party can give you the information. Techie got the
I
information.
called out Ruds for being terrible at wisdom, and then I watched this video.
So the information was given to Techie of what he saw. He can relay that information to the party.
So, not to alarm anyone, but these tracks are from an ambush drake.
The fuck's an ambush drake?
Yeah,
It's like a small fucking puppy, but more of a dragon.
I want one.
Yeah, let's capture it. Like,
If you can get one and domesticate it, you can ride them. It's pretty great.
So we could ditch the wagon for a dragon.
Oh, no. Change the horses into the drakes.
Oh, even better.
Roy and Mustang
So we
look
need
back
at
at
least
you
two
very concerned. They both let out a concerned whinny and then look at each other and then just kind of both look back to the ground.
Not like get rid of you, like I'm gonna draw like a finger across my throat, like just like leave you here. You do your own thing.
No, we still them. Come on, money.
Free, roll me an animal handling check at disadvantage.
Can I just take 10 and fail? Please.
I mean, you're rolling at disadvantage.
Watch, there's 20 in
actually,
Oh my god. You actually did roll decently. They both got. So Roy looks over at you and still has like the fear of God in his eyes, but Mustang looks back and just kind of like looks over to Roy and just kind of headbutts him a little bit and just kind of gives him a nudge, like it's okay, buddy, and then just looks back at you and then just narrows his eyes and looks back forward again.
Matty Dog, I'm pretty sure I'm thinking the horses can understand me now. If it's all the same to you, I think I've quit entirely now. Actually, I'm having a bad crash. This is weird.
Well, I mean,
It's like 3
they
days
can
later, man.
understand you to an extent.
Fucking, it's a horse, dude.
Yeah, and
Horses don't speak. You know what?
yeah, but
I'm
when
not
you
gonna
call
have it.
them, they can come to you and
I'm
they
not having this
can
talk with
follow
you.
some
I'm not-
simple basic.
don't think I can have this talk with you right now. It's not really in the cards.
Listen, if you really dig deep into my stuff, you'll really talk to them.
No,
if that's what you want to do.
No, I don't want that. It's actually making me kind of paranoid.
You sure?
Yeah.
We just have to find the swamp where all the mushrooms grow.
You haven't found what's for you yet, and I guarantee you there's a thing out there for it, and I'm gonna find it.
No, I think I'm
I'd
in
like you to
recovery
roll
now.
me a perception check, please. Being the only one probably left on the cart right now, while everybody else is just kind of.
I'm freaking out, man. These
Yeah.
horses,
They're, like, all
Can
panicking
they understand me? Like, this is fucking weird, man.
Oh, did you ask for a perception check?
Yes.
You.
For
Yes.
you.
Okay, thank you.
I thought I heard you say, "Did you ask for a perception check?"
No, I asked two.
You notice even over everybody's bickering, you hear some very distant shouts and clangs, as well as hear a small like rumbling up around the mountain path.
Oh shit! I think I hear a cart.
Well, that's probably the guys we're looking for.
I flip my hood up. You want me to go up and look? I'm pretty good at getting in places, not being seen.
Who the fuck said that?
Gets it?
From what you can judge, it looks like it's like over the horizon. It's not like close by.
Okay. I still keep my hood up.
Yeah.
You see smoke
We wanna-
coming out of the hood.
Yes.
Do we want to maybe ditch the cart here so that we don't, potentially take a cart into an enemy territory?
I mean, that still seems like a pretty far walk if they're over the horizon. We probably could go a bit
Yeah,
farther with the
it's
cart.
probably about a day's to a day and a half away from where you are currently, based on
I've
what
got
they
good
told
ears.
you. Well,
That's
no,
really-
where you're supposed to go from what you were told by the guild. What you hear over the hill is, or over the hills, is probably about good half an hour away. And it just sounds like all the sounds are traveling down the mountainside right now.
Like towards us or away from us?
Towards us.
It sounds like the sounds
you guys
are
figure this
stationary.
out. I'm gonna go take the puppy out to go to the bathroom. So I'm in.
Is this one of those maybe get off the path kind of vibes?
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Okay. So are you guys all carting up and heading off roading? Putting on the mud tires?
Drifting boys.
Yeah, don't let free
It's okay.
drive.
I got a guy. He can bring the Chev if the Ford gets stuck.
So the Ford will get stuck.
When the Dodge shows up.
And
Did not dodge.
So looking around where you guys currently are and you picked up the path, it does look like the path or the tire tracks came from over the bridge just to the southeast of you. There's just a small walking bridge that is just wide enough for a little bit more than a cart to be able to cross across to the other side of the river.
Is it undercover?
What's that?
Is it undercover?
Like, is it a covered bridge? Is that what you're asking?
Like, would it? Yes, by like the trees.
No, it's out in the open. So basically, you guys are here-ish. Oh, I'm trying to click on the map, but it's not letting me. Give me a second. You guys are about... Why is it not letting me... There. You guys are about here, just on the top side, and it looks like the path, or the tire treads came from the other side of the river over here. And then they're heading up through the mountain on this side of the path. Basically, what Dernick was hearing sounds like it's coming from like up in this general area over here.
Okay. So it doesn't seem like there's a good way around then.
Maybe we could just slow approach, and as we get closer, leave the cart behind and stealth up. Get a lay of the land.
makes sense to me.
Okay. So you guys wanting to
Alright.
push forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we'll do
So
that.
you guys going off-road, or are you just gonna follow the tracks that were already there?
Probably would be best to start off road, I think.
Okay. Because as you can see, there's quite a bit of a distance between the mountains here and the river itself. So you get like the tracks are following like right by on the road on the side of the river. You guys could just go up and go through the hills on the outskirts and just kind of keep the high ground kind of thing, just to watch over everything. So as you guys make your way up the hills, I'm gonna get Arathorn to make me another survival, or actually, I noticed that you have tool proficiency with vehicles on land. I think land vehicle proficiency gives you advantage on rolls when using those, does it not?
Huh.
If you're using like a cart or something, then yeah. Like if it has to do with the cart specifically, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
So yeah, you'd be rolling at advantage whenever you're driving the cart. And then for tracking where you guys are, whoever it is that's in control of the map can then also roll me a perception check.
So it's survival advantage?
Yep. Because I was just looking at your sheet and saw that you had proficiency in land vehicles.
I I could try to help guiding with perception.
You're not having a fun time going up and over these hills. Roy and Mustang are very much not happy carrying all of you guys' chunky selves up these hills, especially going through non-downtrodden paths and a lot of loose gravel and loose grass going up the hills. So it's
Good
very
thing
slow
they don't
going.
have a fucking say in the matter, then.
Anyone want to walk beside?
Okay.
We're going
And,
very slow.
Farrell, make me a perception check if you're the one keeping an eye on the map.
Yep.
So you notice that just ahead of where you guys are, there's going to be another fork in the river, and you just pretty much let the rest of the party know. And as you happen to look up, you see the fork in the river, but you also see a rolling cloud of smoke coming from down at the fork in the river, and you can let the party know.
Well, guys, we got a situation down there. It looks like seems to be quite the little bonfire going, or something's on fire. I can't quite tell from up here, but whatever it wasn't good from the looks of it.
You looking to go check it out?
I mean, could you want me to? Get me back pretty quick.
Nothing's gonna kick our ass or something, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if they do, it'd be mine because I'd be down there, y'all'd be up here. But I'm usually pretty good at getting out of those situations.
If something like comes at you, just like yell the code word, you know what I mean, and we'll come running.
Jenga.
Oh, I pull out my little ring. I'll just put this on. They won't be able to see me then.
No, but if that's like Plan B. You know, if Plan B fucks up, Plan C is yell Jenga, and we'll come running.
Oh, all right.
All right. I want you to make me a stealth check, and I want you to also make me a survival check.
I have advantage on the stuff because I have the hood up.
Yep. But you're also running down a fairly steep hill.
That? Oh, fuck. It rolled that 3 times. Oh, because of my halfling lucky baby. Yeah, baby.
You got an extra one.
Let's go. I got it. That's a 19 for this. And you want a survival?
Yeah.
I'm not as good at that, but you know. All right. Well,
Looks like you're good now. So as you start sprinting your way down the hill, you start doing that thing where you're running downhill and your body starts going faster than your legs do. But as you're going down, you kind of catch your foot on a rock. But as you catch your foot on it, you kind of just do this awesome front flip and land on your feet running and just continue down the hill.
In my head, I went, probably meant to do that. Hope that looked cool.
Everybody else can see this because it was only like 100 feet down the hill at this point. You just see him running down the hill, and then all of a sudden he does a front flip and then crouches and just continues running.
Whoa.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, as you get up to the clearing near the edge of the river, you notice that the smoke is billowing from what looks like to be what used to be a bonfire that is completely covered in sand and wet mud that was pulled up from the edge of the waterfront to put it out. You also see the carcass of 3 individual deer and a what looks to be where a fire pit used to be.
Okay, but no sign of like does it look like there's any sign of a fight, like a struggle? Or does it just look like it was a camp, basically like a campsite?
You can definitely check that out. Would you like to move in to take a closer look, or do you just want to survey from the edge of the clearing?
I'll move in and take a closer look.
Okay. I'll get you to roll me another stealth check. This time, I want you to DM it to me.
Nice call.
Jesus, it's fucking hell free.
That was a tiny bit of dice roll.
Can I get you to DM that spell?
Yeah. Well, I rolled it publicly before you.
As I was saying it, I just kind of got sound blasted.
If you go into the little drop down, you can put it to blind GM.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was as I was doing it.
Okay.
Can't wait for it to be worse. Way worse.
So you sprint your way across and come to a skid next to where the bonfire is. Basically, you see everything that you saw, but on the slope on the other side of where the smoke was billowing out from that you couldn't really see, you happen to notice what looks almost like a body by the waterfront.
Ooh. I'm guessing not an alive body.
Not that you can tell from where you are.
What all else is like around and near that?
It looks like just a body with its head in the water, is basically in the edge of the water, and it's kind of like bobbing with the water as the water laps up against the shore.
I was meaning more like, is there any like rocks or turned over carts or crates, so stuff for me to hide behind as I creep in closer to look at that body?
No, it's pretty much just like think of it as like a sandy beach.
Yeah. Okay.
So it goes grass and then the water eroded away, and there's like a little bit of a sandy beach that the body's just laying on.
I'll keep creeping up on that body.
Okay.
We'll see if it's looking dead to me, but I'm gonna make sure.
Yeah. So as you approach it, you notice that it pretty much looks like it doesn't look like it's stereotypical human, if that makes any sense. It definitely looks humanoid, but you can't tell what its head looks like because its head is like underwater right now. You see its arms out to its side. It looks like its right arm is completely broken. Its elbow is reversed, and its hand is like laying on its back. And its feet are buried in the sand up above it with its just basically laying face down with its head underwater.
Well, damn, they really didn't like this fella.
And his skin's kind of purplish blue from what you can see from where you are. And it doesn't look so much like skin as it kind of looks like almost scaly.
Oh. All right. I'll start looking around just the area. Does it look like there's anybody else around, or does it look like it's pretty much abandoned at this point?
No, it looks pretty abandoned. The cart tracks that you saw earlier look a little bit fresher here than what they were when you picked up on them earlier when you guys decided to go off road.
All right. I'll head back to the cart then. For what I found, give the all clear.
Okay, so you're not gonna examine the body or anything. You're just gonna head back up.
All right now.
Okay.
If that body ain't dead, I ain't touching it until I got back up, brother.
Understandable.
I have gained the information I needed to.
All right. I want you to, make me another blind GM stealth check, and then also a survival check as you make your way back up the hill.
Survival blind or no?
No, you can make that public. I'll let you know whether or not you're going to trip and faceplant on your way back up the hill while you're trying to scale your way back up.
You'll be fine.
Aha! Halfling lucky, baby!
That is the definition of halfling lucky. You're right fucking
out
there,
here
dude.
living on copium.
Christ.
Damn.
Fucking.
This is why I wanted to play a halfling.
All right. So you make your way up the hill. You literally trip to go face plant. Your face is like a half an inch from the ground as you plant your hands with all of your force into the ground. You just do a handspring and flip back to your feet again. You look like you're showing off to those guys as you're running back up the hill. They're like, man, he looks pretty damn happy down there, and just run your way up the hill.
Shit, I really gotta stop doing that. It's fucking rocks, man. God, I'm gonna fall and hurt myself.
One of these days. I got lucky.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
How do I? I don't know how to check. Okay. Is it, how the fuck do I do that? I'm trying to figure out how to show you guys, an image, like a creature token image, but it doesn't let me show it to you guys in the same way that it does let me with player tokens.
If you have, if it's on a character sheet, like a monster sheet, if you click on the picture, it'll blow up the picture, and then you click show to players, and it'll show that.
It doesn't though. When I click it, it pops out and asks me. It pops out the image browser.
Yeah, like you open the monster block character sheet, and then you click on the token image in the top corner, and then it should bring it out and like a pop out.
It doesn't do that. When I click it, it opens the image browser so I can change the image for it.
Is it like
middle click it?
or something?
If you middle click it?
Middle click or right click, maybe?
No, middle and right don't do anything on it.
I mean, that's how I do it. Is I left clicking changes it, but you can click, or if there's like at the very top of the sheet, like image or something like that, in like the tabs.
There is the name, a small little book next to it that says actor, DAE sheet prototype token. And then could not open pop-out window. Please check browser settings. What the fuck? I'm not even in the browser.
At that point, I would just Google the image and then get a picture, and we'll help you set that up.
Oh wait, no, that might not. That might actually. So in the triple dot, the ellipses, I can go to show players, but I'm assuming that's going to show the character sheet to you guys.
That'll give the whole sheet. Yeah.
Could not open pop-up window. Please check your browser settings and allow this site to open multiple pop-up video windows. What the fuck?
The fuck?
What the fuck?
What the heck? Okay, I'm just trying to figure this out before.
Andrew's not phone. Google it and just send it to us that way.
Yeah, I just like imported it and everything, and I planned on showing it in game, but
I sent that halfling lucky roll there right to Makomo.
Right.
So if I left click on an image in the monster block. Parm.
Yep.
Are you looking at a monster block, or are you looking at a tiny sheet style?
Tidy sheet style sheet that I imported.
If I
change the sheet,
block, that's why.
You should be on monster block, but if you right click on the portrait, it gives me an option that says show portrait or show token.
I just switched the sheet type to monster block, and now I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you right now.
Monster block's amazing.
Yeah, no, everything just default imported as default 5e sheets. So I just have to go in and manually change them if I want to show you guys the pictures. Okay, are we good to go, or do you guys want to wait for Techie?
You should just basically always be using monster blocks. It's just the way to go.
Yeah, it's just it isn't doing it by default, so I'd have to manually go in and change each one.
So choose a monster and then go to the sheet tab.
Yep.
There's two options there. The top one is for the current sheet. The bottom one sets the default.
Okay. So it should just change all of them now? Yeah, it did.
Any of them that are set to use the default sheet, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to go back to playing a not halfling. Dude, the net ones are so good. It's such
well,
a
now you gotta take
pop-off.
Lucky on top of that, my dude.
Oh, I was thinking about it. Don't you worry. I was thinking about it.
Oh, did you put on your ring before you ran down, or did you just throw on your cloak? Okay.
I had it there ready. It was in case there was someone there and they saw me. I was gonna turn it on and like dive behind something.
Okay.
I was gonna put it on and dive behind something.
All right. So the rest of the party sees Mary charging up, trying to stay as low as he can, and just runs up and presses himself up against the edge of the cart.
Well, it looks all clear down there. Bonfire looks like they were roasting some deer, and there's this body kind of laying face first in the water. I didn't really want to mess with that because, well, if he ain't dead and he gets up, he might not be happy with me. He might try to stab me. So I was like, I ain't about that life.
On the other hand,
He's also-
he might die because you didn't help him.
Well, listen, he was all bluey and purple and scaly, and like, I'm a small little guy, all right? And I ain't a stupid guy. I ain't about to take something on. What if he was already dead and he got back up? Now, see, that's not something I personally want to deal with by myself. He also looked like he'd been there for a while, so like...
I'm gonna point to Canner and go like, was his skin like his, except glowy and purpley?
God. Well, no. He didn't really have a shell. He looked...
All right. He's talking about the
Canner's
Dragonborn.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. God did it?
To you, it kind of looked almost like fish scales, not dragon scales.
Look more like fish scales than his scales.
Okay. Then maybe he was breathing the water.
Maybe he was breathing?
Maybe. Listen. In my... Well, his feet was stuck in the sand and he had his head in the water and it was bobbing up and down with the water. So like either he was breathing.
I think you also forgot a point there, Beryl, about his arm.
I was getting to.
Okay. I didn't know if that was
Volgren is in right now. Was he fucking glowing?
No, he wasn't glowing. He also had a broken arm. It's like bent back
Probably
behind
not
his back.
breathing. Probably
Maybe.
not.
Probably not breathing.
But if he's a fish person, he could have been breathing the water.
I mean, listen, y'all are more than welcome to come down there now, and it looks like it's pretty well deserted aside from that.
I mean, we might
I'm
as well,
most
right?
upset about this glowing fish. You know what I mean? That's what I was.
Listen, man, that was last night. You gotta let it go.
Can't.
Man gets high like just a few times and suddenly losing his mind.
Rookie.
Yeah, I know, right?
A little more used to forge fumes than herbal ones.
Yeah, really though.
Apparently Rudd's got locked out of his character sheet.
Yeah.
You're still set to owner?
Yeah, I can
Are you
open the
able
guild
to-
wagon.
Are you
And-
able to open up his character sheet, Parm?
Yeah, I've got it open right now looking at it.
Can you close it and then open it again?
Yeah. I can
Refresh the page,
see
Ruds?
everything on it perfectly fine.
No, do that.
Who's sitting next to a fan? Oh, it's free. He's on his phone.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
No, it's not.
Okay, so what's the plan, guys? Also, Ruds, are you able to get back in?
Let's see. Okay, no.
We're gonna go check out the body.
All
I
right.
thought we were wait for Techie, then check out the body.
Well, yes, but the eventual plan was to go check out the body.
Kentucky has been gone for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think he got family aggro.
Sorry about that.
We're good. We're gonna go check out a possibly dead body. Possibly not.
It could be a dead body. Could be a fish person with their feet stuck in the sand and their arm broken, and they're just trying to get water.
Yep.
I don't know. 'Cause I didn't check them. Because I was alone.
I'll stay by the cart.
We're taking the cart down
Wagon.
with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. No sense leaving it on its own.
We're just moving forward anyways.
All right, are you guys gonna take the safe way down with the cart, or are you gonna just go down the same path that Mary did?
Obviously the safe way.
Obviously.
You sure you don't want to
Seeing
just go
as-
straight down the hill?
Seeing as Mary told us it was safe, they didn't see anyone around. We'll take the safe one.
I don't
All right.
want to kill Roy or Mustang.
No, only for
Not yet, anyway. Until you need some special glue.
Emergency rations.
Yeah. Roy and Mustang both just look at you.
I didn't say that in character. I said that as player.
Yeah, they still look at you.
They can't look at me.
They know.
They know. I'll get
When we need glue.
I'll get Ruds to roll me a survival check at advantage.
All right.
All right, as you're going down the hill, it starts to slide off track a little bit down into the dirt and start to slide down the hill, but you overcorrect it. You start seeing Roy and Mustang start to panic as they pull themselves back up onto the hill. They seem extremely tired, but you may manage to keep the cart on the track as you come down to the riverbank next to where the fire was smoldered.
You know, maybe we shouldn't let our ranger be the one guide the horses. Yeah, 'cause this maybe an idea.
Me. You've been doing all right. We haven't toppled yet, have we?
Thank you.
Close.
Got your back.
Look close.
Yeah, but
When I
close,
say
close only
we were
counts
fine,
horseshoes
we were on
and
the road.
caltrop bombs.
I love my caltrop bomb.
Yeah.
That's why I said
Okay.
that.
Just a
Might
jar
I
filled
add
with
that
black
I was
powder and
fine.
caltrops with a fuse sticking out the top.
I need to turn.
All right, so you guys are currently on the riverbank. There is a 3 deer carcasses that you're seeing that are picked pretty clean. There's a little bit of meat left on the bones, but it's all pretty charred. It looks like it was cooked up very well. There's a couple wooden bowls laying on the ground around them, with like bone or wooden spoons laying next to those. It also looks like the fire was smoldered with animal fat, so it actually smells kind of decent in the area. It smells like someone just got done having a barbecue.
Smells good.
Yeah, it ain't bad, no. God, what about that body?
You're gonna take them down to the riverbank and show them.
Yeah.
Okay.
We came down here for.
All right. So as you guys approach the edge of the riverbank and you look down to the sandy shore, you guys see what Mary saw. It's a scaly humanoid, kind of like bloated-looking body with its feet buried in the sand. Its right arm seeming to be broken at the elbow. It's bent backwards with its open hand laying on its back, and its head bobbing up and down in the water.
Yeah, I definitely think that guy's dead.
Yeah, it's kind of what I thought. That's why I didn't mess with him. in case he was also not dead and very unfriendly.
Well, let's go poke him now. No,
You do that.
person.
Poke him. Okay, is
They
that
got a
your-
long stick.
I wanted to buy a 10-foot pole.
Hey, I can always shoot it with an arrow,
I mean, that could work.
right?
So you're gonna
Farm?
shoot it with an arrow? What's up, Free?
Yes.
Do we recognize what kind of creature it is?
Anybody who has
No.
proficiency in what would I class this as? We will say history. Proficiency in history can make a check to see if they can tell what it is without approaching. All right.
Turning will do so.
So will Bulgrim. The dwarves both just kind of both lick their fingers, raise their hand in the air, and be like, "That's a kuatoa."
Oh Jesus!
What
When
up?
you said when he says fishman, he means fishman.
He actually meant a fish man.
Like I thought you meant like vaguely. No, it means a fucking fishman.
The things that he would have been able to tell made it a fishman, I purposely buried in the sand and had his head in the water. You guys would have had to actually go up and move it to be able to tell. But you beat my DC 12 by a lot, so I was like, yeah, you guys know what it is.
Are we still shooting?
Why
with
we
an
know
arrow?
what it is?
I'm
So for those who don't know what
Now-
a kuatoa is, here, I'll show you guys a picture of it so that way you guys can see. This is
Now,
basically
here's-
what
Let's
it looks
roll
like.
fishman.
Here's the thing. I do know what a Koto is, and I will ask a very simple question of what the fuck are they doing here?
Water is their They usually have underground shit.
Well, I'll say they're Underdark, aren't they?
They're not underdark, but they are like the darker of the deep. Like they usually don't hang out by the surface.
And they
Yeah,
don't
what
they
the-
don't usually come out to the surface. The dwarves would know this and probably pass on that information to the rest of the party. Unless there is something threatening their home or something that they're needing to protect, they don't usually leave the mountains up by where they're originally from.
Yeah, like not underdark, but like underground. So, yeah.
Okay.
So should I shoot or no?
Probably not. I mean, I wouldn't want you to miss and waste an arrow.
Alright.
I mean, we need to check if it's alive somehow.
I walk up to it and I kind of kick it in the side with my foot.
You try to kick it over or just kick it?
Just kick it.
All right, you kick it. And you hear like a hollow squish as your foot just kind of sinks into its side. It kind of rocks to the side a little bit and then flops back over. Its hand slides down off of its back and lands on your foot.
Yeah.
Why
I don't.
use a stick? Come on.
Yeah. Well, it's fine. I can wash my feet. They get pretty dirty, anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. I walk
Before
over the river.
before you step away, I want you to make me an investigation check.
Will do.
Oh.
As you go to turn to walk away, you look down and you notice something shining under its arm.
Oh, hello there. I'll pick that up.
It looks like it's pretty well wedged underneath of his body. You'd have to roll him over to get it from where it is right now.
I'm gonna go assist him with that and kind of lift.
Yeah, I just kind of wave my hand. Somebody stronger than me. I require assistance.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like lift the body up and try and just like not even gracefully, like kind of grab it and like under its armpits and just kind of like lift it up.
Okay, make me an athletics check at advantage.
The click it is gonna ask me.
I am very
Yes, it will.
I'm very not strong, so this would never.
All right,
You wanna see-
you just kind of put it in a full Nelson and lift it up off the ground, and you just hear a snap as its head just kind of flops to the side, and you just hear like the snap in its neck, and then just land kind of like a gurgling coming from inside of it, and then all of a sudden it just smells like rotten fish.
Oh, yeah, that's there.
Yep,
That's
dead.
the stench I didn't want to smell on this day. Whew. All right.
Definitely dead.
Yeah, definitely dead. Unless he can live without his head, definitely dead.
You know, there are some enchantments that fuck with that.
Yeah, well, hopefully he ain't one of them.
That smell very much indicates death.
So I'm just gonna take the body and like unceremoniously just kind of flop it off to the side.
Well, while you're holding on to it, Mary, you look up, and the shiny thing you saw was a small little like a Chris style dagger. It's like a dagger with a swirly blade.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You can add that to your inventory as a standard dagger and just rename it as ceremonial dagger. And Olgrin, as you toss the body to the ground, I want you to make me an investigation check as well.
Ooh, I actually had that.
All right, so you see it flop and hit the ground and kind of roll a little bit. Something catches your eye and it just so happens to be its eyes. It seems very reminiscent of the same color that you noticed in the middle of the night that was bobbing in the water in and around your camp.
Fucking glowing fish.
I thought,
Pipe.
we agreed this was a fish person, not a fucking fish.
Yeah, that's racist.
Listen here, this shit.
And definitely not glowing.
Yeah, it was fucking glowing last night.
Well, whatever he could do to cause that glow, and I don't think he's going to be doing it anymore.
As you're all
didn't you say
standing
there was
there
a flying one?
As you're all there watching the Kuatoa's body, it kind of just like starts to inflate a little bit, and then you just hear like it sounds almost like a farting sound, but it comes from his mouth. And I need you all that are within radius of it, that are actually watching over it, to make me a Constitution saving throw.
I have my nose plugged.
Okay, you would do it at an advantage.
Okay, because I've been
It is not
physically
poison
in
now.
character plugging my nose.
So this is not against poison?
No.
Okay. Con
I'd
save?
be somewhat close to this, so I'm gonna roll.
Is this con save?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm glad you could vocally hear that I was pinching my nose.
Yep. All right. We are missing Pecky and Ruds.
If they'd be near it.
They haven't spoken for a while, so I have no clue where they are.
Yeah, sorry, I was fixing headphone stuff.
You're good. I would have asked for the save in chat, but I don't know how to do that yet.
If you look on the very bottom, right next to your macro bar, there's a series of buttons. One of them, you can click on a button that opens up a block, and as long as you have whoever selected before you click that, you can ask them to make a save, and you can set the DC and everything to be hidden.
Okay.
Unfortunate Arathar.
Okay. And I'm just waiting on Techie for a con save.
Yeah.
So everybody kind of dry heaves a little bit and pulls away as Arathorn and Connor just kind of look down and just kind of get a big, massive whiff of just rotting, putrid, dead fish. You kind of it makes you reel, but you feel like you need to throw up, but you manage to compose yourself, and you do not feel good after smelling that.
Okay, I gotta I gotta show you guys something.
What's up?
What the
Was it a
fuck
cock
is
die
going
or
on
something?
here? No, it's even worse than that. Here, I gotta do something. Anyways. Sorry, you can keep going. I'll post in chat in a second. This is fucking dumb.
So yeah, from what you guys can tell, it looks like the body is decomposing, and dwarves, you guys, because you guys know where this comes from, you know that it isn't normally out in the sun. So its body probably isn't composed to be able to deal with sunlight very well, and it's just kind of
bloated.
Yeah, it's bloated and decomposing a lot faster than a normal above ground dwelling body would decompose.
Let's get away from this thing. I don't want it to make me sick.
Yeah, that would.
Is it wearing clothing?
Yes, it is. You can make me an investigation. You can make me an investigation check.
Nope.
As you're moving around, you're patting it down. You do notice that there seems to be bite marks on its shoulder, but you don't find anything in its pockets.
Okay. I'll promptly back away at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, I go like 15, 20 feet downstream from it to wash my foot off from where its hand fell on.
Should probably
Actually,
go
that's
upstream.
a very good point. Can I just like kick the body into the river?
Yeah, sure. Make me an athletics check.
Athletics to kick a body?
Are you kicking it, or are you picking it up and dropping it?
Kind of like pushing it.
Okay. You kind of just keep pushing it with your foot, and every time you do, you hear a little bit of a fart come out of its throat as it pushes more gas out of its body, because you're not really taking it gingerly. You're kind of just like one hand over your mouth while you're pushing it with your foot towards the riverbank, and then kind of drops off the little drop off of the sandbar and flops into the body and floats face down the river. And while standing there washing his foot, Mary has it bump into his foot again as it drifts down the river past him.
I scrub even more vigorously on my foot.
Should have went upstream.
So, if you would like to look in active game chat.
That's you have some very, very weighted dice, Techie.
I have rolled a 4 3 times in a row.
Holy shit.
Your dice are just
This is meant to be.
The only 3 rolls that I've done this entire session, and I've rolled 4s.
Roll another one real quick. See if it's a 4. Hey, not
Oh
a
my
4.
Slightly better.
All right.
God.
Mary, make me a perception check.
Can and will do.
While you're sitting there scrubbing your feet, just kind of looking up and down the river, making sure that there isn't anything else that's going to bump into you. You look down and you watch as the body starts floating a little bit faster down the river, and then all of a sudden it just dips down out of view. And you just see a couple bubbles float to the top.
Mary, maybe get out of the water.
Guys, that corpse just looked like it either dove under or it got pulled under, and I'm betting pulled under.
So back away from the wall.
I start like stepping away from the water.
Okay.
Raises the bow for ready, because this is getting dicey.
There might be more of its people in there. Really hope they don't get the wrong idea here.
I mean, we did just push it into the.
Yeah, but we didn't kill him.
We just returned the fish to the sea. It's fine.
I don't know if they'll see it that way, but we'll try.
Do we want to go?
I'm in favor of going.
Seems like a reasonable
Yeah.
thing.
I think it's time to go.
Anyone else want to drive?
The elder of my tribe had a saying of, you screw around, you're gonna find out. And this is one of those, I'd rather not screw around and find out.
Who would be the farthest
We
away
had
from
the
the
same
riverbank?
saying. It was if you fuck around, you find out.
So
Who-
who in the
Arathorn
party
would-
would be the farthest away from the riverbank right now?
Probably Arathorn because he ran back to the woods to vomit.
All right, Arathorn, while you're in between heaving, I want you to make me a perception check.
Alright.
All right, so you just hear the wind blowing and rustling between the trees, and you hear a very, very faint, like sounds like quite a ways away, shouting in the distance of a. What languages do you understand?
If you post whatever it shouted in there, you can just see if he sees it, and you can also just whisper it to him.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, you don't quite understand what the shouting is off in the distance. But it definitely sounds
Can I
like it's coming
tell
from up the
General-
mountain.
Guys, I'm hearing some shouting from somewhere. I can't tell where. It's like up a hill or something like that.
Up towards where you're supposed to be going.
Okay.
Well, let's head towards the shouting then. Because that's what we're here to do, not mess with fish.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's true. Getting a little sidetracked. Maybe it's all connected.
It might be, but before we get attacked by fish people, let's go.
All right.
I'll take the horse lead.
Okay. Do you have proficiency with land vehicles?
Probably not.
If you do not, roll me a survival check flat. And then I want someone who is running the map to, if you have proficiency with map maker's tools or cartographer's tools, you guys can roll at advantage for a perception check or investigation, whichever the two you'd like.
Don't
If there's
have
some,
efficiencies in there.
I will roll the investigation check then.
Guys are handing off the map every time you hop on the cart.
Yeah, teamwork.
Take a turn.
Teamwork, make the dream work. All right, so you guys start cruising your way up. Are you guys going through off-roading again, or are you going to stick back to the path where you guys were? Ruds privately rolled some dice. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Sorry, I was just curious of what I would have rolled if I were to have done something else.
If you were to be doing this,
It was so bad, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, I'd assume we keep on the off road.
Okay, so you're going to go on the off-road. So you make your way up the path. God damn it, I keep clicking on the wrong screen here. You guys make your way to the edge of a river. It's a very shallow river. It looks like a good foot or two deep, but it's about 20 to 30 feet wide. You can either track it by just going across it while everybody's on the cart. You can offload and everybody can walk across and try to help it across, but it'll take 3 times as long. Or you can leave the cart and walk across yourselves. The river doesn't look like it's running too fast, but it's enough that with a wrong step for someone like Mary's size, it would probably take their feet out from under them and they'd tumble down the river a little bit.
Parm out here playing Oregon Trail, but in D&D.
Was that con save against dysentery?
If it was, they failed.
Well, see you later. It was good knowing you.
Peace.
All right. So what would you guys like to do?
I mean, are we at the point where we want to leave the wagon behind? And do we feel we're close enough, or?
Oh God, no.
Yeah, you guys are probably about another probably about 8 to 10 hours ride from your destination.
So then we're
through?
just going across.
Okay. I can also have the driver make me a perception check.
I could do that. I'm good at perception. So watch this be a 1.
So as you guys go to forge the river, you notice a little ways up the river, probably about a quarter of a mile. There's a small little wooden, a bunch of wooden slats that seem like they'd work as a makeshift bridge that might make it a little bit safer than going across where you are. So that way your horses don't get hurt. But it would probably add a couple extra hours to your trip.
Hey guys, there's a bridge up there, but it will take more time. What do you guys think?
Probably safer. Seems like a good idea.
It takes a couple extra hours, whatever, you know. Gotta get there more.
We're not on a time limit, and saving the horses is kind of important.
Also, I said quarter of a mile because fucking American imperial system's stupid. It'd probably be more like 2 miles up the river. I was looking at it, I'm like, wait, a quarter of a mile is not an hour. I could walk a quarter of a mile in like half an hour.
The thing is, we would not.
Quarter mile is like what they do in drag racing.
Yeah.
Quarter of a mile is like 1 lap around like a track.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would not see a bridge 2 miles away, though.
With the way that the land slopes up, you'd be able to see a small little. It almost looks like a collapsed rope bridge, but it's laying in the water enough that it looks like it's safe to cross.
A quarter mile is like not even half a kilometer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but 2 miles is fucking like.
Okay, a mile. I don't understand imperial distance. It's stupid.
All right,
about 3 kilometers.
It's 4 kilometer. It's about like a kilometer and a half upriver from where you guys are.
Okay.
Right, we're on our way.
So it'll take you about a half an hour to get up there, cross, and then a half an hour to come back to where you were on the other side.
All right.
Okay, so you guys are gonna make your way up there.
Yep.
So you guys forge your way up to the collapsed rope bridge and start to make your way out onto it. Can I get 2 survival checks, please? And then I need also everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, dex save! Whoa, dex save! What?
Damn, Techie, there's not 20.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That's not good at all.
A nat 1.
Oh,
What are
You
nat
rolled a
1s?
20, then a 1.
Look at this man out here rolling that ones.
All
Should
right.
have played a halfling.
So you guys make your way out onto the small rope bridge. Able to keep the horses from panicking as they feel the rope bridge sliding underneath their feet as they're under their hooves as they're starting to cross. They panic and kind of sprint ahead a little bit, which jostles the cart out from under everybody, and Dernick and Connor kind of tumble off the back and land on the rope bridge and kind of just get like quarter of an inch submerged in water as the cart kind of like panics off a few steps before being slowed down by Baja.
Bulgrin is laughing.
I was actually really scared that Baja was going to fail, because if Baja failed, that thing was just going to be out of control, shooting across the bridge. But it was a DC 5, so
Not my good.
Arathorn's gonna go give them hands to help them up.
none of you take any damage. It's just your pride. at this point. As you get help to your feet, you climb back on, and the horse is calm.
Ride.
And you make your way the rest of the way across the bridge, and you make your way back down the path, and get back on track as you head back up the mountain. You're probably about a good hour away. You can kind of see the mouth of the cave surrounded by some... sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to... Oh, that is not it. Did I not create this? No. I thought I created a place for this, but apparently I didn't. All right, you're gonna approach your way up to the path, and you see the cave opening of where you were wanting to go, but you don't see really anything in sight. But you do hear some very distant shouting.
I feel like we've been hearing a lot of shouting.
This time it's quite a bit louder than what it was before. You can definitely tell it's coming from the cave. You can definitely tell it's coming from the cave.
Is it just that like echoed noise bouncing, or do we actually hear like discernible words?
No, it's just you're just hearing like almost like battle cries, like screaming in terror and in like the growling roars kind of thing. Like and clash and
general din. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you guys probably got a good hour to an hour and a half out from the cave from here. And as you can tell from where you are, I would like the driver and the and anybody who's watching directly ahead and not watching behind you guys to make me a perception check.
Everyone's definitely watching ahead.
I'm watching behind.
Okay. So you guys both look ahead, and while you're looking up there, you don't seem to notice any of the carts that the tracks that you've been following. You're not quite sure where they are, but you definitely know that they lead up to the Goblin Cave, and you're not sure where exactly they are from where they were leading.
I'm guessing these tracks are leading into the cave. So.
Okay, so you guys gonna keep making your way up towards the cave entrance?
Yeah, I think that's the plan. Are we leaving the cart though at this point?
I'll probably get the cart closer up there. So wait,
in like an hour out.
You really want to leave a cart behind? That's
an hour away from me. By cart, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going.
Okay. So as you guys close in, and probably about a good 5 minutes away from the cave entrance, it seems kind of quiet now from where you are. Almost serene.
That's not good.
Maybe we should leave the cart here for a moment and do some reconnaissance, you know?
There's a little bit of tree cover surrounding each side of the cave. That looks like it'd be pretty easy to bury the cart and the horses in foliage.
Okay, let's do that.
Sounds like a good idea. Who wants to cover this? Because I don't think I'm going to be good at it.
So once you guys cover up your cart, whoever's going to be taking the lead, I'd like a perception check.
Guess that'd be me, because I'm the stealthy one.
You're the scout, boy.
Sure am. And on that note, I pull my goggles down and pull my hood up. Goggles just so well. I have the goggles ready to pull down for when we go into the cave.
It's currently sunny out. That's probably not a good idea.
That's what I was like. I have them ready. They're on, but they're not over my eyes.
Flip them down. You just immediately wince, flip them back up.
Yeah. It was like I was over prepping. It's like oh no, not that yet. Hold on.
You just kind of do that like squinty but eyebrows raised like who.
Yeah.
I almost root for nat ones now.
I know, right? All right. So
I'm gonna pull the hood up as well, by the way.
Okay. Anybody else pulling up you guys' hoods?
Oh, Arathorn is, yeah.
So reminder that it
No,
is
why not?
touch activated, but you have to touch your brooch to activate the cloaks. It's not just pull up the hood.
I will touch my brooch as well.
And it says you gotta pull up the hood.
Yeah, you got to pull up the hood and touch the brooch to activate it. I might have misworded it improperly.
I've just been treating it like
the cloak of Elvenkin. Yeah. That's it. It basically functions the same, but you have to touch the brooch to activate it. So whenever you touch the brooch, the eyes in the middle of the clan or the guild insignia start glowing like an orangey color.
Start glowing?
Yep.
The stealth?
No, they glow when it activates. It sends a shimmer across the cloak, and then the eyes dim. Is basically what happens. Basically, like the on/off button when you press it, it just glows to let you know that you touched
when
it.
you start saying glowing and shit with this goddamn stealth cloak, I'm like, okay. I got
clap on.
I misunderstood.
Clap off. It's
So
the clapper.
Beryl, with that 12, you look towards the entrance of the cave, and you notice a small sign next to it. What languages can you understand?
Probably not the sign. Thieves can't common, gnomish, and halfling.
If you go onto your text box and just set the language to whatever it is, and then type it out, whoever can read it will see it.
Whoever can read it can look over and be able to see that on a sign next to the entrance of the cave.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
That says,
Exactly, great.
Yeah, what he said.
You guys
saying the same thing.
I think I understand that. If you're saying the
Jordan,
same
could you
thing-
fucking skip the class where my grandfather was trying to teach us about that shit? Right, well, it's very badly written, but I can fucking read that.
Well, what does it say then?
If you want, you can type it in chat.
Graphic Goblin Village.
Oh man, is that going?
Can you say that in common?
in non-lagging.
I will translate.
So, Grumpy Goblin Village?
So, Gray Peak.
Gray
Goblin
Peak.
Village.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But it says
This is where we're
village, not camp. So,
I mean, we're just here to get information anyways, right?
exactly.
Wink, wink.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Just gotta do some quick reconnaissance, then leave. Should be good.
So,
nothing will happen.
Free, since you're the one that was able to read it, I'd like you to make me an investigation check while you're examining the sign.
Click the button, but it's lagging.
Yeah, you're lagging like crazy right now.
Oh, there it is.
No.
You can't quite tell what it seems the sign is written in, but you reach out and you kind of like scratch it with your fingernail and it flakes off a little bit. You rub it between your fingers and you sniff and you reel back.
It's written in goblin shit.
That's poop.
Yeah. Might wanna wash your hands in the river.
Time to go back down to the river.
There's no fucking.
Wow, free is definitely robotic.
Yeah, very robotic.
Also, it seems like we're about to go into the cave in 15 minutes before normal session stopping
that's
time.
exactly what I was just
It's almost like you guys could
like,
tell that we were about to end session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a spot that would be a stopping point.
Yeah.
Unlike free,
before
we
we
pushing
know
us.
what's in the-
What was that?
I said unlike free, who would have let us keep pushing.
Oh yeah, that's up to you guys at that point. That's what I say.
All right, so
Very nice segue. I enjoyed it.
well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. We are going to actually end with you guys. I'm going to drop you guys into the entrance. I just need to know you guys' marching order. So is Mary just going in by himself, or are you guys going in with him?
Thorn's probably following close behind Mary.
Okay. So
I'll be
Mary,
leading.
If there's a group of people who are not being the scouts, I'll be at the head of that.
I will be beside him.
give me 1 second, because apparently Mary's token is fucking massive. It is set on a 3 scale. Why is your token set to 3?
Overcompensating, my dude.
Yeah, really though. It's 3 times normal size.
Exactly, he's a halfling. He's compensating.
Didn't you get the memo? I'm a halfling of a giant.
Yeah, half giant, half human.
It's got a half-life, but it's expanding. And
It's like having a centaur father and a mermaid mother, but you have the human half of both.
Oh,
Some guy.
my brain did not put the right halves together.
Yeah, I can tell.
You're just some guy, you know?
All right, I got the first 2 people, so we've got Ruds and Barrel at the front. What is the marching order behind that?
I'll be there.
Yeah, probably Brome and Free next.
Okay. And then we've got Techie and Derpy following up the rear.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And drag y'all out so I know what the marching order is for the next session. And I'm hoping that this doesn't break. Please work.
One can only hope that. One can only hope that at any given point.
You guys see a lot more than I think you're supposed to right now.
Still
loading.
loading. At 55, 56, 59.
So I should mention, Parm, although I did also use my feet to take the thing that gives me sight out to 300 feet. And this just goes through darkness. Sorry.
I also have light, so.
Wait, you said you can see out 300 feet free?
No, I have devil sight.
Well, what I'm looking at is more than you guys should be able to see is the thing. I don't think I reset
I'm
fog.
I'm fucking with you completely. So
how do I reset fog?
I can see out to 100. Well, so you go on to the little light icon, and there's like a little on the bottom. There's like a cloud.
Like I can see
yes.
60 feet to that dead thing in the.
Yeah, it's because you were using the. There you go. Yeah, fog of war is now reset. I can see it to 100, but that's probably only because of the light.
Well, that's the thing is I can see beyond that on my
I
screen.
can see to here.
Huh.
I can see to here and then out to here.
Yeah, I can see way over. Oh, that is not what I
I can
wanted to
see
do.
out over here and all the way up to over here.
Yeah,
All the
so-
way.
See, I
Yeah, you
only
guys
see
are able to see a
this
lot
count.
farther than you're supposed to be able
So, two things, Parm. One, is it set to night mode?
to. You should be.
Double check that. Second thing, if you have a source of light, doesn't matter where it is, as long as we have a sight of it, it'll light up our sight.
Yeah, that was why I was trying to ask how to create walls for light. So it looks like I'm gonna have to.
So you know how you create those walls and you set up the, like we told you to check the boxes and stuff. One of them is light and sight. There's sight, sound, light, etc.
I didn't see light on that list.
Yeah, one blocks light. If you just make a line right now, you'll see it. It does that. But also, that's by design. We're supposed to see all the light. Like, if we only see 60 feet, and then after that is a source of light, we can see that source of light.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a 60-foot wall, so you're not supposed to be able to see light up there.
Yeah. Yeah, Brome just posted in the active game, there's a light restriction as well. I also just heavily suggest this, by the way. If you're going to have, like, enemy tokens randomly, you should put them in the GM layer until you're ready to use them. Otherwise, people see them at weird times. Unless you're going for that. That's up to you.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to see them, but you're not supposed to be able to see them from that far away is the issue. And I thought I had it set up because the commoner token wasn't able to see, but you guys' tokens can see, and I don't
Did you get the
understand
commoner?
why. Yeah, the commoner has 60-foot dark vision. This is what I was afraid of.
Is there a light source up there?
Yes, that's why I have a
up there. Then yeah, it's.
I have a wall that's supposed to be blocking the light, though. That's the issue.
Yeah. So go onto the wall and set up sight. Click the sight box.
Sight says none.
Sight and light restriction.
Sight and light will say none.
You want normal. Normal means it blocks it. None is it. It doesn't stop it.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! It was backwards. I hate this.
Yeah.
Hey, now I can't see up there.
Perfect, but also at the same time, fuck.
It's okay. Me and Beryl already knew what was up there, so
yeah.
Yeah, at the same time.
We'll also forget in the 3 weeks before we play again.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so I gotta go through and fix all of these that say none because I thought that meant vision level none, not the other way.
No, it
fucking
means
around.
does the wall stop it? It's right. Does the wall stop it? Normal means yes. None means no. It doesn't stop it. So if you look at the example that Brome put, whatever he put there is not a door because it says none on door. You know, but it blocks everything else.
But I think you guys should still be able to see. Yeah, I think you guys can still see the light pouring down over it.
We can see. Well, there's a hard cut line there, but you just have to redo the fog of war past it. But like we can see down to our left because there's sources of light down that way.
Yeah, that way you're supposed to be able to see. There's just supposed to be hills blocking everything else. So there you guys go. You should. What you see is what you see. Walking into
From what
the
I'm
cave.
seeing on the commoner thing, you got 2 areas that have been blocked off. So you just got to reset the fog of war and we're good.
I did. I reset it.
I didn't update it on the stream yet. There it is. Okay. So yeah.
So how does it look on you guys' end? Is it good?
Yep.
I can see
I've only been able to see a dead guy though.
See this section.
All right, so I'll give you guys the lowdown of entry right now for the end of session. So as you walk into the cave, why does it say new actor for?
I have no idea.
Arathar.
So you have to go into your prototype token. You have to go into your token settings, and then the name will also tell you. You have to type your name there as well.
Okay.
Same thing as the picture earlier. You got to change the identity. It says token name or appearance token name.
Do you guys also have the ability to hover over each other's token and see each other's health?
Yep.
I can see everything except Arathorn's name was not Arathorn.
I can't see Mary's health.
Also, yeah, I can't see
cannot
Mary's health.
Yeah, I'm going to change that right now. What were you going to say, Free?
For Ruts, just so that you know, you don't change the token, you change your prototype token. So you go to your character sheet and change it there as opposed to your token, because that means that if it's on the page right now, you're only changing that token. Whereas if you drag it out again, it'll be whatever it was in the other thing. So yeah, you got to put both. Just a heads up on that.
Yep.
This same thing with the prototype token. You got to redrag it.
Yeah, I did in the prototype token. I didn't do it in the actual token. I did it on the prototype.
Gotcha.
All right. So as you enter the cave, your nostrils are filled with a bombardment of random scents. All you can smell, it smells almost like raw sewage mixed with fresh barbecued meat. It's a
God
very...
damn it, Durnick. Did you fart again?
It's just a very strange odor that is immediately overcome as you cross the threshold into the main entrance of the cave by the smell of very fresh blood. As you look over and notice a goblin sitting here with its upper torso crushed by a boulder, with blood splattered up against the wall and still trickling out around it. You also look across the cave and you notice a kobold that is lightly armored with a spear stuck through its chest, literally pinning it to the wall. You feel like there is something happening here, but you also fear that whoever's here might mean harm to everybody in the area. So you are immediately on high alert, but you are met with 3 to 4 separate paths when entering into the main lobby, and you will decide which way you decide to go in the next episode.
I'm gonna tap on Dernick's shoulder and be like, dibs on the spear.
All right, that was first session.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think? I know it was pretty theater of the mindy, but
Parm?
Hello.
Much better than last time.
Yeah.
So, like, just tossing us into this and be like, now go. It worked. But this, I liked it a lot better. Good job, buddy.
Yeah. I felt like I needed to give you guys a little bit more body and a little bit more meat to what it was that you guys were going to come across along the way. So
no, it was really good. I liked it. Like I said, like last time, just being like, all right, now go. It's like, okay. We actually have like an idea of who's who now.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, if you toss this in right now, we'd be like, all right, well, who the fuck is the scout? Like, what do you guys? Well, I don't know. We fucking sent Chunk ahead because we realized we're like, oh wait, shit, he's fucking bad at stealth. You know, like we didn't. Now we have a basic idea of what our characters are. It's pretty good.
Kind of the introduction.
I liked it.
What's up?
Yeah.
You started saying something, Rome? Or was
I was just waiting. So
go ahead.
I think if I had to say something, while the direction was very nice to have, I will say that once we start going in the direction, be a little more hands-on, right?
Be a little more what?
Especially because
you cut out
a little bit more hands-off.
As in, like, describing what your characters are doing for you, kind of thing.
That is one thing. The other thing is, I don't think every single thing needs to be a skill check.
Nice call.
I cannot hear you because Bree just muted you out with a blast. Okay. Sorry.
Dick move, Free.
I was holding the button. I didn't realize I clicked it. I'm sorry.
God damn it. So I heard shouldn't be skill check. That was my main reason for doing that was because my big lean in from when I originally went into this campaign was the biggest complaint that I was hearing from people was that they didn't get to play the game very much, and they felt bored because they never got to do anything. So I'm trying to keep you guys involved and paying attention because I'm making you make skill checks because you're there. Even if it's non-consequential skill checks, it's making you do something so you feel involved, right? So like that's the whole point why I'm trying to make as many skill checks as possible, like without going super overboard on it. So
if there's something that has no chance of failure, don't ever do a skill check. Like, skill check means you have a chance of failure.
Yep.
Just to build on what Techie said as complete constructive criticism, it's always a weird thing for me. Avoid doing, I'd like 2 checks, please. Like, like, specifically, there's one time you asked for 2 survival checks, and it's like, one is the encompassing thing.
The 2 survival checks was to basically get onto the bridge, and then the second one was to get off of it, rather than making them roll individually. I was trying to speed it up because I looked at the time and saw we were getting close, so at that point.
In that situation, just 1 survival check to cross the bridge entirely, not get on and get off.
Well, that was the precarious thing, was to get on the bridge and to get off the bridge, so.
Yeah, but I had one other thing I wanted to say, which was right. Okay, I do like the idea of handing out advantage or disadvantage based on what our characters should know based on like our proficiencies. But there were also some points where it just felt that we just got it based on having, having proficiency.
How do you mean?
There were times where it's like, oh yeah, because you're proficient in like survival.
Well, it was because the only times that I did that was when you have proficiency with land vehicles and you are using a survival check with land vehicles. I can't remember if it's advantage or if you just roll with the proficiency of the land vehicle, and I couldn't remember how to do that, so I just said to do advantage.
I can answer that completely if you'd like me to.
I mean, I asked at the time, but nobody answered, so I just went with advantage.
I did. I mean, so you did it right, and you did it completely rules as written based on the wording on page 78 of Xanthar's guide. So the way that the tool proficiency officially works is you need to make a check with your vehicles. You're going to attach a stat to it. So dexterity, for example, and if you have proficiency with it, then you add proficiency plus dexterity. It's just like Thieves' Tools. Vehicles is the same thing.
Okay.
Alternatively, page 78, if the use of a tool and the use of a skill both apply to a check, and the character is proficient with the tool and the skill, consider allowing the character to make the check with advantage.
Yeah.
Absolutely rules as written. You can absolutely do that.
Okay, that's what I thought. I remember how
honestly,
it worked, but...
third part, nobody ever fucking uses land vehicles proficiency, so you got to use it.
Yeah, I mean that was the big thing. Is I was looking at Aragorn. What the fuck's your name again? I keep saying Aragorn. Arathorn. I kept looking at your sheet when we started, and I'm like, wait, he has proficiency with land vehicles, and he's the one controlling the cart. He should be getting advantage.
Shoot your monks.
Yeah.
shoot your monks. Why have an ability if you're not going to use it? You know what I mean? If somebody has fucking vehicles, like make them do the check. It makes them feel like they're doing more.
And the only other time that I brought up anything proficiency related was specifically with having proficiency in history. Because if you aren't proficient in history, you're not going to really have the know-how to be able to recall things. So I had people that had proficiency in history roll, and the people with proficiency in history passed the DC 15 check to know what the Kuatoa was. And that's the only two times
I do that
really
shit
did that
all
way.
the time. Like, you can't even make the check if you don't have this.
Yeah.
Like, if with a knowledge skill, like, you just rolling just because?
Yeah.
But like, do you have proficiency in nature? Nope. I'm not even gonna fucking attempt this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I advocate for that.
So
and there was no fucking
that's
weird
not me
ass
saying you're wrong in any way, by the way, Techie. That's me. That's literally just me explaining my reasoning for what I did.
Yeah.
So I hope that my explanation kind of smoothed that over a little bit, so you understand what I was doing.
Yeah.
There was like a healthy mix of like not gaming the fucking spaces like I was doing in Odyssey, and not just saying you get there. I really enjoyed it. Not gonna lie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of me taking on after you guys finished the cave last time and being told that people were bored with the travel back. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to throw some extra stuff in this time. So
the only thing you could possibly do to really make that more involved is notice that and use Techie as an example, there was a good small period where Techie wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, I was trying to bring things up for
specifically,
Techie.
Yeah, like call him out and be like, Techie, what are you doing? You know, and ask him, and then he might be like, oh, I'm just I'm staring off in the distance. All right, cool, make a perception check.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna have to gauge it like, oh yeah, so Barrel, Brome, Derpy Free, and Ruds have all been doing shit. Techie's kind of sitting the sidelines. Let's bring him in. Let's force the spotlight on him.
Yeah. So. That's what I tried to do, but I also noticed that Techie had to step away at a point, and he sounded a little upset, so I didn't want to call on him. And
I'm just not feeling well, man. Like, I'm getting really tired right now.
And then also on top of that, the really low rolls seemed to be bumming you out a bit, so I didn't want to add on to that.
Do you have real dice, Techie?
I do have real dice.
Parm obviously vetoes this thing, but if you have real dice in my games, like, and you don't want to use the dice roller here, no one's gonna stop you. Just cheating is a scumbag move, so we just expect you not to do it.
You
And I
can't
don't think
win
you
at
would,
D&D.
but,
Is all you have to really know.
So,
I don't
like,
want to be this kind of person, to say this blunt. I also just wouldn't do that.
exactly. I know. Like, I think we all trust each other here, and not be like, if you're cheating, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Right.
Can't
So like,
win at
no.
D&D. A divination halfling wizard with the lucky feet would like to talk to you.
You've been summoned to HR.
I'm legitimately thinking about it at this point because it's like, I swear.
If it means anything, our very first game did have someone like that because they didn't trust Roll20's dice roller. They just didn't like it, so they used real dice.
But then again, that
really
person
fine.
also cheated too, so.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's a bad example. Like, if they did cheat.
Like, literally, they
know.
admitted to cheating their dice and also looking up monsters in the manual while we were playing to find out what their weaknesses and stuff were. So.
Fun fact, they're the first person we banned from our game.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
One of the only people I've ever truly banned from my server just because of their way of being and not because they were like a spam bot or something. So.
Yep. The amazing thing, I have a set of real dice that I roll as a GM that I don't roll my private rolls in Foundry. I roll it in front of me. So like, feel free. If you're getting bummed out about the dice, like, go ahead. Like, no one's gonna judge you for that.
Also, trust me, I do use my real dice and like in a weekly game that I play.
Yeah,
it's not much better there.
you just got the Will Wheaton touch, man. I'm sorry to tell you this.
Yeah, we got the Will Wheaton. He's our Will Wheaton guy.
He rolled an entire guest session of CR, not rolling higher than a 7. I think was the statistics that they figured it out.
Christ.
So yeah, you rolled Will Wheaton. You rolled a 12 today, Techie.
And then when they played a game where rolling low was better, he started rolling really high.
Yeah, it's just bad.
That's like the.
You don't believe in Juju until you watch him roll, man. It's just how it works.
Yeah, that's the fucked up thing too. It's like
Matt Mercer refuses to touch Will Wheaton because of the dice Juju.
I still remember Laura Bailey getting really pissed off about it too.
Yeah. Travis was like, when you were gone, we let Will Wheaton borrow your dice. And she was like, I'm about to divorce your ass, man. Don't you ever say that shit again.
But yeah, does anybody else have any feedback for me at all for today, given it's my first real time back? Or
you fucking sucked. Do better.
Wow.
Okay. Game's over, guys. We're done.
Hey, we can't have all positive. We gotta have some ebb and flow.
But I'm gonna drop out. Yes, so I can get some sleep before.
Yeah,
I thought you meant like out of the game. I was like, holy shit.
No, I'm gonna drop out of the call.
You hated my game that bad, Derpy? God damn.
No, I enjoyed it. I'm just.
Yeah, Derpy's got a day job, man. Leave him alone.
I'm tired, and I gotta work in the morning. So
no problem, dude. Enjoy the rest
I'm gonna drop out.
Enjoy your sleep, my guy, and I appreciate you for coming. And I hope you enjoy the game.
I do, and I look forward to the next session.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll talk to y'all later. See you.
I'm just glad I got to have the copium. Nat 1, halfling lucky into a nat 20, baby.
Is it just me, or did both times you did that, you did a fucking front flip?
Yeah, I did.
Yep.
You flavored me doing a front flip going down and going up. I don't know which one's more impressive.